Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the mess on my table. I need to do a little bit of decluttering and tidying up and all of that. I'm gonna do it very soon, but please don't mind that mess. But how are you guys doing? How's everything going? It's been, I think, a week plus since I last posted a video, and I actually wanted to post this one I think last week Saturday, but you know what, life just happened. I was just tired. We went out to the mall. My plan was that on Saturday I would just sit down, I would do this video, put it up on YouTube and have it ready to go, because last week was World Breastfeeding Week. So that was my plan, was to put it up before putting up my blog post, which you can see over there. But yeah, Saturday we went to the mall. It took a long time, and then what happened in the evening? What happened? I don't know if we went out, but yeah, Saturday was just not happening. Everything that I planned to do, it just, yeah, it didn't happen. So here I am now, a few days late, but at least I am here. It's better late than never, right? Okay, so if you don't know me, my name is Berry Dakara. I am a Nigerian woman with a husband who lives in Nigeria, but hopefully she'll be coming soon. And we have a 1-year-old daughter. She's actually turning 14 months soon. I think sometime, in 4 days she's turning 14 months. And she just started walking very, very well, so I'm very excited about that. I live in Atlanta. I work, obviously. I actually just started a new job a week and a half ago, so that's really exciting too. And I feel like a lot of things are just moving and taking shape in life. It's been a little bit of a struggle for the past couple of years maybe, but things are starting to look up, and I'm just grateful to God. Not that I wasn't grateful to him when things weren't looking up. I mean, I was, but it was like, God, please now, how far? Anyways, so I also blog at www.dakara.com. I let it go for a while, but I'm kind of back now, and I'm committing to posting at least once a week. So every week at least go check out what I have to say. I talk about different things. So check it out, www.berrydakara.com. And let's see, what yes, follow me on social media at Berry Dakara as well, mostly on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as well. So if you want to be friends with me, and if you want to follow me and just see little snippets of my everyday life, you can follow me on there. So I want to talk about breastfeeding, my breastfeeding story. Like I said, I have a 14-month-old, and while I was pregnant, I had the plan in my head that I would breastfeed for at least 6 months. I didn't really care too much whether it was going to be exclusive or not, or if we needed to supplement with formula. That wasn't like my issue. So for me, it was just, listen, I'm going to breastfeed my child for at least 6 months. That was my plan. But things didn't really go as I hoped. So you know that when you first give birth, they say that you should breastfeed your child within an hour, because there's this powerful colostrum with a lot of antioxidants and things that they need, and vitamins and things, and they say it's like crucial to your newborn, so within an hour. So I did that. I breastfed Coco within an hour of her birth, and latching for her was not a problem. The problem that I had was the positioning. I didn't really know how to hold her properly, that would be comfortable for me, that would give her a maximum latch, I guess. I feel like at the hospital I didn't get enough of I don't know if I want to say it's tutorial, but I don't think I got enough help in that regard, because that was something that I struggled with the whole time that I breastfed her, was holding her in a position that was comfortable for both of us, but more so for her, right? I mean, they showed me, the way to, like the typical way where you hold like this and feed, but then she just, it was just a little bit cumbersome. And then they showed me a different way where I would hold her like this and feed her from this breast. But anyways, whatever. I think that was it was more of a minor issue with the breastfeeding. My mom helped me out a lot and would come help me position, the nipple and put it into her mouth so that she could feed easily and properly. I think okay, so positioning was an issue for me, but my mom helped out a lot, right? It's not like in the UK where you have like a lactation guide, I think, that comes to help you out and shows you the ropes throughout the whole time. We don't have that here in America. I guess unless you're willing to pay, and I don't have that kind of money. So yeah, but my mom helped me out like a lot, like I said. But my biggest problem with breastfeeding was my supply. I just never had enough of a supply for Coco. And even from the hospital, she was drinking formula. So I know I've told you guys that she was born 5 weeks early. So she was premature, just under 5 pounds. So they wanted her to be at least 5 pounds before we left the hospital. And so immediately, I mean, breast milk and formula, that's what she had in the hospital. And when I got home, it was the same thing. I almost feel like I didn't get very, very clear instructions on trying to breastfeed every 2 hours and pump every 2 hours, like making sure that I was on a structured timetable of every 2 hours feeding and or pumping. So I don't know if that's what affected my supply, but I just never had enough. And it was to the point where let's say if she had 10 feeds a day, maybe 2 of those feeds would be, okay, let me say 3. 2 or 3 of those feeds would be breast milk, and then the rest of it would be formula. I tried to pump, and whenever I pumped, it was never a lot, which really made me confused and sad, because my sister was like, when she was pregnant with her 2 children, she was like a cow. Like, she would pump and pump and pump. Like, she had almost like 3 months worth of breast milk in her fridge. That's how much milk she produced. So I just figured, oh, we're sisters, I'm gonna have the same I guess thing. But I didn't. In fact, the most amount of milk that I ever pumped in at one go was 3 ounces. And like the whole time that I breastfed, the most I ever pumped was 3 ounces. Typically what I would pump would be like as time went on, typically it would be like 1 ounce. A lot of times it was like 20 mils, and like honestly, it was very demoralizing for me. Like, I felt really, really bad. Like, why can't I just get it? Why don't I have enough milk? And I would cry and cry and cry. I spoke to I did reach out to one lactation specialist, and she was like, oh, it doesn't happen like the way you want for everybody, and it's okay. You don't have to feel guilty. At least your child is still getting food from the formula, and she's growing, she's healthy, so that's fine. Like, you don't have to beat yourself up, but while I wasn't beating myself up too much, I was hard on myself. But I wanted to try so many different things to see if I could get the breast milk going. And I drank mother's milk tea. I ordered it from online. I made lactation cookies, lactation granola, lactation smoothies. I drank water like all the time. I was trying to pump every 2 hours, which made me like really, really tired. I took fenugreek tablets. Like, I was doing all of this at the same time, and truth is, I was just really tired. My sister mentioned a drug that she had to take one time to help with her supply, because I think during one of her pregnancies, there was a time when she was kind of low, and so she got this medicine. So I asked my doctors, like, please, can I have this medicine? And they wanted me to go more of the natural route. So they're the ones that are like, no, drink the fenugreek tablets, it's organic, it's, you know, natural supplement. Try to pump every 2 hours, drink your water and all of that. And so they were really, really hesitant in giving me the medicine. But eventually, I think when I was 2.5 months in, they finally agreed to give me the medicine, which helped. It helped increase my breast milk supply, except that it turned me into a zombie. Like, if I thought I was tired before from, you know, having to wake up every 2-3 hours to pump, I had no idea what was coming. Like, this medicine made me feel like a zombie. So I'm like, you know what? Like, at this point now, I took it for like about 2 weeks. And I'm like, you know, at the point I was just like, okay, I'm just tired. Like, I've tried so many different things. I cannot come and kill myself because I want to give my child breast milk. Like, I've given her some breast milk. She's 3 months old now. She's drinking her formula. Her doctor says she's fine. She's gaining weight. She's healthy. Why am I killing myself? Why am I trying to make myself feel so guilty? And, you know, there's this, like, I guess, shame that a lot of mothers would have if they don't breastfeed like they think like they should. And it's one thing to say that you're not breastfeeding because, oh, I just don't feel like, or whatever. I mean that's on you, you know. But it's another thing, you know, when you've tried so hard and it's just kind of out of your control. And I think that a lot of women need to understand that it's not going to happen optimally for everybody. And while you may feel some shame, honestly, there's really no need to. As long as your child is healthy and your child is growing, that's what matters. Talk to your doctor. If your doctor, you know, recommends different things and if it still doesn't work, just, you know what, hey, it's not the end of the world. There are a bunch of children who really did not breastfeed. I mean, obviously the recommendation is to breastfeed exclusively for 6 months. That's the standard recommendation. But it doesn't happen that way for everybody. Like, it didn't happen for me. And I don't, if you are going through something like that, I mean, I'm sorry that you're having a hard time, but just understand that you're not alone. You're not the only person that it's happening to, or that it's happened to. Just, I guess, do your best. And if, you know, at the end of the day, your child is healthy, that's what's most important. Your child is growing, that's what's most important. So yeah, that was my breastfeeding story. I really, like I said, I really wanted to breastfeed for 6 months, but it just wasn't in the cards for me. And while I did feel I did feel sad that I had to stop, because honestly, breastfeeding your child, like, there's just this this bonding that you have with your child. There's this sense of calm and peace, and in that moment it's just the two of you, even if the child is biting you, I think. But there's just this, you know, it's just me and my child. And like, when he or she's looking in your eyes and you're looking at them and smiling at them, touching their face, touching their hair, you know, all of that, like, it's just, honestly, it's such an amazing feeling. And I mean, I do wish that I was able to do, you know, the whole 6 months, but like I said, it just wasn't in the cards for me. But I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have any more children. It would be nice to have one more, but we'll see. And I know better what to do next time from the get-go. So yeah, that's my breastfeeding story. I didn't go into this much detail on the blog, but you can also read the blog and leave a comment there, or leave a comment here if you have anything to say, anything to add, or if you're a breastfeeding mom that's having problems, you know, feel free to contact me. You can email me, send me a message on Instagram, whatever it is. But yeah, so like I said, that's my breastfeeding story. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I need subscribers, please subscribe to my channel. And also check out my blog. It's www.berrydakara.com, like I said. And also check me out on Instagram and Facebook at berrydakara. And I would also add, please follow my talk show page. I co-host a talk show with my sister and my cousin, and we also talked about breastfeeding this week, so I will link the that video in the description box below. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, month, rest of the year. 2018 is almost over. Make the best of the rest of the year, and God bless. Have a pretty day. Hopefully next time I have Coco on this thing with me, but she's sleeping right now. She had a fun full day at daycare. Okay, so bye, take care.